The cat sat where people rarely looked. Not in the middle of the sidewalk, not where hands reached down with kindness, but beside a quiet bench at the edge of the park, where fallen leaves gathered and were never swept away. His fur was dull from dust and time, and one ear bent slightly forward, as if it had once listened too hard. People passed him every day. Shoes hurried by. Laughter floated over him. Dogs tugged their leashes and glanced once before being pulled along. Sometimes someone noticed him just long enough to say, "Poor thing," and then kept walking. The cat learned to stay still. He didn't meow anymore. Meowing took energy, and energy had stopped being rewarded. Instead, he watched. He watched pigeons scatter, clouds move, seasons change. He watched the bench grow colder in winter and warm again in spring. At night, he curled into himself and dreamed of warmth he couldn't quite remember, only the feeling of it, like sunlight behind closed eyes. One afternoon, rain began without warning. People ran. The park emptied. The cat stayed where he was, shrinking beneath the bench, his paws tucked tight beneath him. Then footsteps stopped. Not rushing. Not passing by. Someone crouched down, close enough that the cat could smell soap and something gentle. They didn't reach out. They didn't make loud sounds. They simply waited, sharing the quiet and the rain. The cat lifted his head. For the first time in a long while, someone was looking at him. Not past him, not over him, but at him, as if he was something that mattered enough to notice. "Hey," the person said softly. "There you are." The words weren't magic. They didn't fix everything, but they landed differently than all the others had. They stayed. The cat didn't move, but his tail loosened. His shoulders relaxed just a little. The rain slowed. A hand set a small bowl nearby, then pulled back. The person waited again. Eventually, hunger won over fear. The cat stepped forward. It wasn't a grand moment. No sudden trust, no instant joy. Just a quiet step, then another. But it was the first time in a long time that the cat moved toward something instead of away. Later, as the rain stopped and the clouds thinned, the cat found himself wrapped in a towel, listening to a steady heartbeat. The world didn't feel safe yet, but it felt possible. And for a cat who had spent so long unseen, that was hope enough to begin.